Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes.
Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about what I learned from the beauty community in 2024. So every year I have my own little takeaways that I learned and picked up over the years. So I just wanted to share what those are. But before we get into it, thank you so much for clicking on this video and coming to my channel. I truly appreciate it. Can you please, if you have not already, subscribe to the channel? We make great videos here and I want you to be a part of the crew. Don't miss out on anything that we're talking about. And so that way when you open your YouTube app, my beautiful face will pop up and then you can come and join in on the conversations we have. So hit the subscribe button, please like this video, and hit the notification bell if you want to be first to know when I go live or when I post a new video. So things that I learned I need to pay more attention to, focus on in terms of the beauty community, my experience, and also how I'm moving through interacting with other people. Number one, you shouldn't believe incentivized reviews / use extra discernment when you're interacting with incentivized reviews. Now, everybody in the incentivized review is not lying. There are a lot of people who their Sephora profile will say, I have dry, fair skin, and then they'll go talk about a product and they'll be like, this product is very pigmented and opaque and it made me look and it made me even more dry, but it was a mattifying product, so I'm understanding what the comment is that they're saying. So in those cases, you know, it makes sense, it's real, I kind of believe it. But it's great, this is the best thing I ever tried, 5-star, 5-star, no words on the review, just 5 stars. You cannot believe those. Like, some people are 5-starring the fact that they just got something free and not 5-starring the actual quality of the product. And that is going to make it more difficult for you to navigate what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy. So really, especially on Sephora's website, you cannot include incentivized reviews and just look at the reviews that are only verified purchases. And I personally find that that helps me get a better idea of whether or not I think the product will be a fit for me. Number 2, crowdsourced beauty reviews. Earlier this year, topical Slip Solve lip balm, there was like a fake controversy of people saying, oh, it's gross, it's goopy, like I don't like this, look how it looks, like it's all over my face, when really they were just applying too much product and like creating rage bait. And then everybody who was like, well, no, I want to try it for myself and see what it's like, then they ended up doing the second round of reviews, which were like real people and not just the people who like got it first or for free. They all loved it and it looks great and amazing on them. And to this day, I'm still seeing people doing lip liner paired with that specific lip balm, glossy lip balm. Like, I'm seeing more people talk about topicals the same way they talk about Summer Fridays, the same way they talk about the rolled lip balms. Like, people are keeping it in the conversation because they like it. And I'm just like, you cannot only listen to 1 or 2 people when it comes to reviews on these products. I'm checking different platforms. What do they say on Instagram versus what they say on TikTok versus what they say on YouTube? Because everybody has different ways of life. If you are a young person, you know, what's your experience? If you're older, more mature, 50 plus, I am going to start looking at a plethora of reviews before I start buying stuff, so that way I could create kind of like my own depiction in my head of what I think it might be like or what the experience is. Because just listening to 1 or 2 people, so many people are focusing on creating content that's going to be over the top and just like grab you by saying something either too positive or too negative, and I just don't want to play that game, especially when it comes to my coins and what I'm getting. So I'm watching more reviews than ever to try and figure out what is actually worth it and what's not. Trends are cyclical and we don't need new makeup names. So glazed donut glass skin was the same as dewy skin that we did before. We could just bring back the old thing. And what's so funny is for fashion, they don't change the name. So it's like, oh, flare pants were cool. back in this time period, and now flares are back right now currently, and people are still calling them flares. They didn't call them triangle bottoms or some new name. They just reused the name of what it originally was. And I feel like makeup, we can take a page out of that book and stop renaming this stuff and just bringing back the name that it was originally called and saying this trend is back. So no more new weird names. Pay influencers. That is something I learned in 2024. So many brands being exposed for not paying people, taking their content and using it, knowing that they didn't pay the people and making like a ad that goes on TikTok or Instagram, and now everybody in the comments is like, you never paid her, you never paid her. And people like me who are less chronically online, and I didn't even know your brand, and now the first interaction I have with your brand is that you don't pay people. So now I'm really not checking for you. So pay people so that way you won't end up in that situation. Because it's actually heartbreaking to hear these stories, because as somebody who's worked for a long time, the idea that I go to work and do the work and then I never get compensated, and I did the work and it's helping y'all and holding you up, that is devastating in its own fact. Plus on top of that, you have family to take care of, you're trying to put a roof over your head, food in your mouth. They did the work, pay them for it. This next thing that I learned in 2024, I actually learned it in 2023, but it really was solidified in 2024. All celebrity brands are not bad. All celebrity brands are not money grabs. It was a time where I was right there with the rest of the internet, and I was like, all of these celebrity brands are just cash grabs, and they're trying to sell us stuff because their original thing that they do is not selling, and they're using us. But a lot of the products that I absolutely love have been new celebrity brands. So I'm just going to take a step back and say, you know what? Maybe this is something really good that they've invested time in and research, and they made sure it's a quality product. Let's see what happens. And that's going to be my new approach, because clearly I got Fenty, Sacred, like Pattern, all these brands that I love that are celebrity led. House Labs, Rare Beauty, like I don't want them to go away. I'm happy they were invented. So now what? Like, they're celebrity brands. So same thing with some of the ones I don't like. You know, like, we need different styles of things, and you know what, go ahead and try it out, see if it works for you. But not gonna say all celebrity brands are bad anymore. Everything isn't for everybody. I have oily combination, sensitive, acne prone skin, so there are a lot of trends and things that I see and I'm just like, oh, that's really cute, but I know I can't do that. What's the new thing that I kind of want to try, even though I feel like it might cause me to have massive acne breakouts, is face oils. So I'm like being a little more precautious, where other people are just like, I bought these 18 face oils, let's see which one's the best. And I'm like, that's crazy. My own face oil causes acne, so would I look like buying another face oil and adding it in? Like, I don't know, maybe that thinking is flawed, but everything's not for everybody. I love seeing the different trends and how different people do things. The Barely There makeup, I love watching people do those looks, but it is not my forte. Clearly, as my highlighter is literally reflecting back at you, I like my makeup to be seen. But that's also because I'm an eyeshadow girly too, so you know, old school for real. And there's some trends I'll think it's cute, I'll try it in the house, see how it goes, and then if it's not for me, it's not for me. So this idea of attacking stuff just because it's not for you, that's whack. Let's not do that. But I definitely learned that in 2024, for real. I always kind of operated that way, but seeing other people like crash out about like, oh, this trend is so horrible, like look how dry I am. It's like, well, you have dry skin, girl, why did you try this dry trend? And like, you supposed to be in the hydrating side, and then that is gonna be what you like. So everything's not for everybody. And oh, last thing, we only want good dupes. So please don't make dupes that don't work, dupes that are not the right shade, dupes that don't have enough pigment, dupes that are only $5 cheaper than the original product. We want good dupes that are at affordable prices. Talk to ELF if you have questions, and NYX Cosmetics. But that is what we're looking for. We are looking for affordable dupes that are done well, that are high quality. We don't want bootleg knockoffs. Okay? So those are the things that I learned about from the beauty community in 2024. What are some things that you kind of realized, came to know, or things that you tried new for the first time this year that maybe you never did before in your makeup? I would love to know. So drop down in the comment section below and let me know what you learned from the beauty community 2024. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't